Welcome to another edition of The Brush of Greatness. I'm your host, Alexander Miller, better known to the WWE Universe and the pro wrestling community as Alexander the Great, or A.T.G for short. Today's edition of The Brush of Greatness will be a scripture reading edition, in which I, Alexander the Great, will be reading Ecclesiastes 10 of the Holy Bible, King James Version. Let's begin. Verse 1. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savour. So doeth a little folly him that is in reputation for wisdom and honour. Verse 2. A wise man's heart is at his right hand, but a fool's heart at his left. Verse 3. Yea also, when he that is a fool walketh by the way, his wisdom faileth him, and he saith to everyone that he is a fool. Verse 4. If the spirit of the ruler rise up against thee, leave not thy place, for yielding pacifieth great offences. Verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. Verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Verse 8. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an hedge, a serpent shall bite him. Verse 9. Whoso removeth stones shall be hurt therewith, and he that cleaveth wood shall be endangered thereby. Verse 10. If the iron be blunt, and he do not whet the edge, then he must be put to more strength. But wisdom is profitable to direct. Verse 11. Surely the serpent will bite without enchantment, and the babbler is no better. Verse 12. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself. Verse 13. The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness. Verse 14. A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be. And what shall be after him? Who can tell him? Verse 15. The labor of the foolish wearieth every one of them, because he knoweth not how to go to the city. Verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. Verse 17. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season, for strength, and not for drunkenness. Verse 18. By much slothfulness the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through. Verse 19. A feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. Verse 20. Curse not the king, no, not in thy thought, and curse not the rich in thy bedchamber, for a bird of the air shall carry the voice, and that which hath wings shall tell the matter. Well, that's it for today's edition of The Brush with Greatness. The next edition of The Brush with Greatness, which is Monday, June 15th, 2020, will be something very, very different. It's a mystery book, and you'll have to find out by then. I hope you enjoyed today's edition of The Brush with Greatness. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at WWETheAlexander. Follow me on Instagram at AlexanderTheGreat_ATG. Follow me on YouTube and like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been The Brush with Greatness. Peace! Alexander out!